You've seen it, right? You're scrolling through LinkedIn and bam, there it is. Another engineer just announced a massive salary jump, a move to some dream company. And you can't help but think, was that just pure luck? Or are they some kind of genius? Well, today, we're going to tear down that myth.
And that right there, that's the whole secret. Hitting that next level in your career, it doesn't just happen. It's the result of a deliberate, focused, and totally strategic plan. So what's the plan? Let's get into it. All right, part 1. This is where it all begins, building your technical arsenal. I'm talking about an absolutely rock-solid foundation. This is all about getting the specific skills that the top-tier companies are literally hunting for. Think of this foundation as a 3-step ladder. First, we master data structures and algorithms. That's what gets you through the front door. Then, you prove you can actually build things by becoming a full-stack force. And finally, you cement it all with core computer science concepts. So let's start with step 1.
First up, DSA. You got to think of this as the great filter, the universal gatekeeper. Top tech companies use it for one big reason. They want to see how your brain works. It's not a memory test. It's a test of your problem-solving skills. Can you take a tricky problem, break it down, and build a smart, efficient solution?
So how do you beat the gatekeeper? You need a plan, and it's all about consistency, not cramming. We're talking 1 to 2 hours every single day. Pick one platform, like LeetCode, and just live there for a while. Really nail the fundamentals you see here. Arrays, trees, sorting, all that good stuff. That daily grind is what builds true confidence.
And what's the magic number? Well, the goal you should be aiming for is solving at least 250 to 300 problems. Yeah, it's a lot, but once you hit that number, you've seen most of the patterns, you're ready for anything they can throw at you in an interview. It's a real, tangible target.
Okay, so you've mastered DSA. You're past the first gate. Awesome. But that just gets your foot in the door. Now you have to prove you can actually do the job. This is where we shift from theory to actually building cool stuff.
To be a real full-stack force, you need to own an application from the user screen all the way to the database. And this right here is the modern toolkit. For the front end, it's got to be React. For the back end, Node.js with Express is a killer combo. And you need to be fluent in both SQL and NoSQL. This is the stack employers are desperate for right now.
And here's the action plan for that. And let me be clear, this part is non-negotiable. You have to build 2 or 3 big, meaningful projects. Something like an e-commerce site or a social media clone is perfect because they're complex. And you absolutely have to get them live, deployed, and looking amazing on your GitHub profile. Your GitHub is your new resume. Seriously. All right, now for the last part of our technical deep dive. Knowing how to code is like knowing words. But to go from being just a coder to a real engineer, you have to understand the grammar. You have to know how things work under the hood.
And these are the essentials. OBoops helps you write clean code that doesn't become a nightmare to manage. DBMS is all about handling data the right way. And knowing about operating systems and networking, that's how you build systems that can actually scale and stay secure. This stuff is the bedrock.
Okay, you did it. You've built this incredible technical arsenal. But, and this is a huge but, that's only half the battle. Now we get into part 2, making sure the world knows about it. Because having all these skills is totally useless if they're a secret.
6 seconds. Let that sink in for a minute. That's the average time a recruiter spends looking at your resume. 6 seconds. That's all you get to make an impression. It's kind of terrifying, right?
So we have to be ruthless about what a resume is for. It has one job and one job only, to get you the interview. That's it. It's not your life story. It's a key designed to unlock that first conversation.
So how do you win the 6-second war? You keep it clean, simple, and stick to one page. But the most important thing, show your impact. Don't just say what you did, use numbers to show the result. Reduce page load time by 30% is a million times more powerful than worked on website speed.
And this exact same thinking applies to your LinkedIn. I mean, look at this comparison. A weak headline like software developer is so passive, but a strong one, packed with keywords, that turns your profile into a magnet, actively pulling recruiters right to you. And finally, the skill that brings it all home, communication. Your resume and LinkedIn get you in the room, but this is what wins you the job. It's not enough to say what you built. You have to be able to explain why. Why that tech stack? Why that design choice? That's what shows you're not just a coder. You're an engineer who thinks deeply.
So, there you have it, the 2 sides of the coin.
building a world-class technical skill set, and then marketing that value so people actually see it. Now, this roadmap, it's a grind. It takes discipline and hundreds of hours of real work. But the good news? It's a proven path.
And really, it all comes down to this mindset shift. You have to stop waiting for the perfect opportunity to just fall into your lap. You need to start building the skills that are so valuable, opportunities have no choice but to come find you. So I'll leave you with this question. Just think about everything we covered: DSA, projects, your resume, your communication. What is the one single area that you are going to focus on improving starting this month? Picking one thing and starting today is the most powerful step you can take.
I really hope this explainer gave you a clear, actionable path forward on your journey. For more content just like this, be sure to check out www.multigyan.in. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Multigyan YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.